of Allyn Waterfront Park. I'm Richard Bell from Community Collab 360 in the beautiful North Bay of Allyn, and I'm here with the 2024 Allyndays Mud Run champion, RJ Simmons. RJ, welcome, and back at the side of your big win.
Yeah.
But tell us a little about yourself.
I first moved out this way 6 years ago.
Okay.
I've attended Allyndays for the last 3 to 4 years. I don't think we were out here too much the 4 years ago, but I attended the Mud Run first 3 years ago, and I attended ever since, and I won the last 2 years.
You have. You're a two-time champ now.
Yeah. I run a lot.
Okay.
The only sport I play is track and field.
Well, how does track and field compare to running a 200-yard dash in the mud?
It's a lot more difficult than just running the 200-yard dash.
Yeah, I bet.
So,
see, you're in high school. You're going to be a sophomore?
Yep.
Okay. And what interests other than running in the mud do you have?
I live on a farm, so that's some of my interests. I take care of chickens. I have a lot of chickens.
And you also do things with bees also, right?
Back in middle school, I did do some work with bees. It was kind of our STEM project. Rent Mason Bee came out and gave us some mason bees to try and use for some of our projects. So we were testing tubes and rosemary smells and stuff with the bees. So
you're a bit of a well-rounded young lad right now, living on a farm and running in the mud. Speaking of running in the mud run this year, what was your strategy? We had a minus 3.3 tide. You're all down, we're here kind of on site, and to our right, our right is the starting point, and we finished right about where we're at, didn't we? Somewhere right in here. So what was your strategy getting prepared and starting?
At least with running the mud run, I stayed the same pace, but before the mud run, I tried to drink water because staying hydrated is definitely good. I didn't drink enough for the mud run, but I still got through it. At the starting line, basically right before the race, making sure you're motivated, because during the mud run you can definitely lose a lot of motivation, right at the very end too.
Oh, sure.
Because you're completely drained of all your energy, so that last little bit is a bit difficult.
Now, when we had this year, you were competing kind of for an honor because Andrew was a four-time champion, as we'll say, and he was on a video we did a couple of weeks ago and said, "Hey, I'm ready," and you said, "I'm ready too," and you prevailed again. Apparently, he stumbled in the race, fell in what he said was a quicksand hole, and you just kind of led the pack and didn't stop at all.
Yeah, I kind of heard about him getting stuck in a hole.
Yeah,
from what he
we
said.
saw it. Yeah.
I haven't watched that video yet of him getting stuck.
So he always said that his legs burned. Did you have that feeling?
Yeah, especially during track, you definitely always, while you're running any longer distance, you definitely feel a lot of burning in your legs.
Okay.
It's just gaining muscle.
This is a challenging race, although it's 200 meters or yards, and it's mud. But you mentioned something earlier before we set up that you didn't feel you sank as much.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that. It might be that we weren't as far out, but even while we were at the starting line, even the people that were farther out, if anything, the people that were farther out were less deep in the mud than the people that were to the right of me, which normally on previous races, the mud was less deep the more farther towards the shore you get.
So what was when you took off, what was your strategy? Now we've heard there's several. Start slow, then pick it up, or be like Andrew called the turtle, or you could be like the rabbit. Which one did you adopt?
Probably a little bit of a mixture of the rabbit and the turtle. I stayed at a pretty quick pace, but then not so quick that I burned out all my energy.
Yeah.
So more towards the turtle, just staying the same pace and not taking as like breaks in the middle.
Yeah, you seem like you held your pace pretty good, and you led the pack. You were out there. So,
yeah.
Quick legs. When preparing, we saw interesting techniques today. Everybody was, of course, had the shoes and they did the duct tape, but I saw some people drop the shoes and just duct tape their feet, you know, layers of duct tape. What is your advice on taping technique?
I probably might go more for how some other people went with just the socks.
Really?
With duct tape, because it makes it so you're lighter, you have less weight on you, but then that could also be a bad thing because depending on how hard you hit the mud, it depends on how much you sink.
Well,
so
not only that, you do have shells of potential oysters out there.
Yeah, that's why the socks, you will always wear like really thicker socks.
Okay. I saw that
and
strategy.
then duct tape too, because like you don't really feel as much with the duct tape because it's a very firm layer.
Yeah, right.
With how tight you wrap the duct tape.
Okay. So you won it 2 years in a row. You're only a sophomore in high school, and obviously you'll be back to defend your title. I don't know if Andrew will.
I don't know.
He might. I think his pride. He was in the very first one, which was 12 years ago. So yeah, we've been hosting this mud run now 12 years. There's a few breaks there because the tide just wasn't cooperating, but hopefully we'll have some good tides. We want to encourage anyone to come to a race like this and participate. We have all ages. There was a little bit of everybody. I thought some of those older guys would take off, and because they had long legs, they were way back, and they were huffing and puffing walking here. Some of these guys are runners, so maybe being on the youthful side helps, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's definitely, you're a lot lighter.
Lighter, yeah, I can.
Because, but then also with a lot younger kids, we did actually have one of the little girls finish like third.
Yeah, she was really in there, wasn't she?
Yeah. I think she was first place for girls.
Okay, yep.
So she definitely had a lot of endurance, but then she also has not as much weight.
There you go. Maybe that's the secret of mud run.
I don't know. I haven't been running it enough to find out yet, but maybe next year.
Any other things you want to share with our folks on the community club, and what were your feeling? Well, how do you like being in Allyn during the summer, huh?
It's definitely nice because you're right by the bay and all the water. In the gazebo, it's definitely really cool, even when it's really hot out.
Yep, that's true. Well, if you have anything else, here we are. Once again, I'm Richard Bell. I'm with RJ Simmons, the champion of the 2024 Mud Run. And what we're supposed to say is, this is a YouTube channel. What is that we're supposed to say? You know, we have these girls that do the interviews, and I'm terrible at this. I know you're supposed to like it, subscribe.
You're supposed to like to the video, subscribe, and share it to a friend.
Yeah, there you go, and follow, right?
And follow.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So we might have blown that one, but hey, we're down here on the seashore. We're enjoying this wonderful day out here in Allyn, and once again, champion. Woo!
Shout out to the lady in the inner tube.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
The person in the inner tube.
She had an inner tube, yeah. We didn't have to rescue anybody this year either. Okay, we're done.
You gotta get that like, subscribe thing down.
I keep...
Oh, come fall to the rocks. No, cheat!
The only way you can do it, of course, is with a shoreline.
But you're supposed to be able to do it.
See, he knows where to run. He knew exactly where to run.
Wow. That's sweet. Y'all that one lady with the big eyes turned around and all hands and knees.